Welcome back, YouTube. Today we're going to be watching another Darwin Award videos. I have no idea what's going to happen in this one, but let's just get right into it.
What's the word that I would use to describe that?
Bad.
It's chunky. What is...
Get this hippo out of here. Get this hippo, get out of here. That hippo's chunky. Did you see that chunky hippo? Okay, what do we think? What do we think is going to be chunky? Oh, nope. I hope it's not someone's bodily fluids. Oh, I hope it's not his bodily fluids.
YouTube mother lovers, and welcome back to another episode, backed by popular demand, of the Darwin Awards. Now, as we like to say to open up these videos, guns are awesome. Idiots, not so much.
Correct.
Sometimes when you put the two together, you get the perfect recipe for a recipient of a Darwin Award. Darwin Award, of course, being when you remove yourself from the gene pool. For those of you who are new here, we try to use the Darwin Awards as an opportunity to, one, crack a couple jokes at the expense of some people who didn't quite think some things through. But also, more importantly, kind of use this as an opportunity to talk about firearm safety and how to avoid ending up on the Darwin Awards. And of course, it wouldn't
Hopefully
be
that should be loud enough.
video if we didn't start out with somebody learning the hard way that Tannerite and other binaries are not a toy.
Okay. Wait. He's shooting at Tannerite, right? Hang on. Let me also move myself a little bit. There we go. There we go. Now I'm out of the way. Okay. He's shooting at Tannerite. So that's the explosive from the past videos, if I'm not mistaken. I have no idea what he's shooting at. It kind of looks like a microwave, if I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not an expert on it. But I'm betting that what's going to happen here is he's going to shoot it, and whatever it is that is going to come flying at him since he said Tannerite. All right, my money, $10 on the line right now. If I don't get this, I will gift 2 subs. That this is going to come flying at him because this looks like peak fly at you. Oh shit! Oh shit!
Whoa.
Oh my god! I thought I was wrong for a second because it went into the air first. Let me pull that. Okay. So at first, that just goes up. I don't know what this is. I was like, oh, I was wrong. It just went up. Okay, it just went up. I don't like, oh, that was pretty cool. Maybe it like would plop back down or something. No. Jeez.
Whoa.
Jesus Christ.
You alright?
That microwave made a straight up beeline.
It was a microwave.
Like a fat chick toward a buffet. Let's watch this again in slow motion.
Oh my god. Oh.
Right in the head. Thankfully, this guy seemed more or less okay, other than being pretty damn shaken up. Luckily, microwave doors aren't exactly aerodynamic, so it slowed down considerably in the time it took to get to him. Still, oh my god, that's a story. Now, as some people have pointed out in the past, there is not just one way to win a Darwin Award. The most obvious way, of course, is that you you die. But if you get a little bit more creative, you're just removing yourself from the gene pool. Which means technically this next gentleman could in fact have received a Darwin Award.
Is he gonna shoot his dick? What the what? How do you get into this situation? Why? One, my man, why is he wearing what looks like whitey-tidies? Okay, I grew out of whitey-tidies by the time I was in frickin' middle school. I went on to boxer briefs because boxer briefs are the best. Okay, if you don't think boxer briefs are the best, ooh, I've got bad news for you, okay? But why? You should never be in a situation where a gun is pointed at your genitals, okay? Unless you're being held hostage, in which case you can't really control that. And this man does not look like he's being held hostage, okay? That's a ballistic crotch protector. I like the invention. I don't like how they're testing it. That hat saved him. The hat saved him in the last video. You're right. I don't... Oh, but good choice on a revolver.
I know where this is going. You know where this is going.
Yeah.
Let's watch what happens. How can you ever have confidence in your body armor if you never test it?
I'm freaking out. Okay, go.
Oh.
Oh.
Why?
I feel bad for laughing.
Why?
I think it was just that primal shriek.
He lost a bet.
People on the internet calling this fake.
I would never in my life bet on my genitals, okay? I'll bet on a lot of things. I'll bet money. I'll bet on, like, my dignity to some extent. I will never, ever bet my genital safety, okay? There is a part of every guy that is just, it's primal in our heads that say, hey, most important thing is your life. Second most important thing is your fucking balls, man. Because if your balls are gone, you can't reproduce, and your body's like, you can't continue on the lineage. Okay, you can't continue it on. That's why it's like, okay, like if an explosion happens, all right, am I alive? Yes. Is my dick intact? Yes. Okay, do I have both my arms? That is the order of operations for if you survive an explosion. You always, oh, I'm alive. Is the dick okay? Then you check the rest of the extremities, okay? That's what you do. That is what you do.
And it may not be exactly what it appears to be, but there is definitely a frame when that gun fires where you see some sort of projectile hitting that crotch pad. Right here.
Yep.
But yes, based on the amount of kinetic energy that was just delivered to his target swingers, this man might have just removed his eligibility to be breeding anytime soon. Just remember, guys, there's easier ways to get 20 bucks. A few of these next ones get a little bit rougher, so I would suggest putting the kids to bed right about now. Unless, of course, you
shit, hang on, chat. I gotta go put my kid up. I'm kidding, I don't have kids.
Please return those children exactly where you found them. Anyway, guys, before we get to that,
first,
we gotta thank our sponsor. And our sponsor for this video is TacPack, also known as TacPack. TacPack is a box subscription.
Cynthia, my AI to my left, does not count as my child. She is an abomination, but I love her.
Shooting AKs gets pretty damn hot. Got a stock and 2 AR magazines for those of you with closeted AR-15 tendencies. Snap caps for the dry fire that you don't do enough of. Reptilian.
Cynthia's not a child. Cynthia's not a child. Lil Spec is not a child. The two people in front of me, they can keep watching. They can keep watching. They're not children. And neither is little Thanos. He can keep watching.
A separate grab bag of gear that ships separately from your first order. Even more pack of tack. Just remember, you need to order by the end of this month to get in on the next month's bag. So again, use the code AKG, get yourself some free stuff with that first tack pack, and show them some love. We appreciate them supporting the channel. With that out of the way, you guys want to see somebody shoot themselves?
Oh,
so this video comes from a Pakistan.
Why is it always in the Middle East? Why is it always in the Middle East? At least this guy isn't holding up an AK-47 in the air. Why? This, honestly, I could see this in, do you know the subreddit Accidental Renaissance? This looks like it could be a Renaissance painting. I don't know what the title would be, but there's a lot of emotion to unpack here. There's a lot to unpack here. A lot to unpack here. Cynthia looks like Aru from Blue Archive. She's her own thing, and she's wonderful. This little lady right here, she's wonderful. She's my baby, but she's not a child. But oh my god, like the kid's asleep. This guy looks like, I don't know, he's got some intrusive thoughts going on. She looks like she's constipated. Like, oh my god, there's so much to unpack here.
Danny wedding, and you can already tell this lady's not digging what
she's not
going down right now. But yes, Pakistani David Tennant here is probably very inebriated and playing around with a Tokarev. So that's a recipe for success. Let's see what happens.
Is he drunk? Oh my god.
Imagine being that casually annoyed by somebody shooting a hole in your ceiling. Stop it, you.
What is... Get the child out of here. He's clearly not having a good time. You just shot a firearm inside and the kid... This must happen on the daily. This must happen on the daily. Because he's like, oh, not this shit again. He's just plugged up his ears. That's what he's done. Can Cynthia do a reaction? Honestly, yes. Honestly, she can. I'll elaborate after this video. Oh! Oh my god.
We had to blur a good bit of that to, you know, keep this video on YouTube. But if you do some Googling, this is not really a hard video to find anymore. This gentleman does not just have a hole through his hand. What's the word that I would use to describe that? It's chunky.
Oh, that was what was chunky.
This is a Tokarev. You know how you check if a Tokarev is loaded? You just pull the slide back a little bit, and you can see in there and see if there's a live round in the chamber. You do not have to point it at your hand and pull the trigger. Typically a bad idea. I'm also hella concerned by the way he's just casually waving around a very obviously loaded handgun at other people who are just dancing. But I think the real thing we're talking about of this entire situation is the fact that this man had an accomplice. Let's do a breakdown of this.
Wait, what?
I'm not sure what this man is reaching for, but this child here is trying to offer him a loaded magazine. He looks down. Oh, hey, look, a loaded magazine. Grabs said magazine and immediately starts playing with the loaded handgun.
And he's already got his fingers in his ears. Dude, that kid tried to murder him. Oh my God. It was a fucking murder attempt. This kid's a mastermind. He's a menace to society.
This little shit knows what he's doing too. He immediately puts his fingers over
Oh
his
my
ears.
God.
Your drunk uncle at a wedding is waving around a loaded handgun and shooting the ceiling, and this little shit's passing him more mags. But yes, for the toke rev, if you're trying to clear this weapon, you just drop the magazine, like so you can't feed any more ammo into the chamber. You pull back on the slide, and then you check inside to make sure that there is no ammo. And then you can pull the trigger and know that there's gonna be no bad consequences. Don't point it at your fucking hand. Anyhow, you guys wanna see a TikToker blow themselves up?
Oh no.
I got the thing flash.
All right, chat, is this a femboy or is it a woman? I'm kidding, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. TikTok is cringe. If you want to be a femboy, be a femboy. Nothing wrong with that if you want to do that. You live your best life, live yourself, okay? I just had to make fun of it because TikTok. This was re-uploaded to TikTok. How many fucking watermarks are there? There's a watermark in the center, and then there's 2 TikTok watermarks. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Bang props for my quiet cosplay. These bitches are real as fuck. Look at this shit.
Oh my God.
A little bit of an audio delay there. Now, as much as this would be horrific if it were actually real, this video is clearly fake.
Yeah.
In fact, a lot of submissions were kind of like this, involving, people doing kind of dumb things and then blowing up, but a lot of them are fake. Videos like this in particular are very, very easy to fake, and it's usually pretty easy to tell when it is. Usually when the explosion covers up the entire frame to where you don't have any point of reference for where that explosion actually is, and it's only in one frame, like there's a frame skip from pulling the pin to explosion, probably a fake video. In fact, we included a clip in the last Darwin Awards where we were talking about that guy throwing the RPG into the ground. We included a clip, a meme that was obviously fake of Ian from his video on the RPG and doing the same kind of jump cut.
There is no time delay on this. This one's a dummy, but real rockets, there's no time delay. If you were to take the safety cap off and go
I thought it was funny as hell, and a shocking amount of people thought that it might have been real.
Why do people believe these things are real? Rule of thumb for the internet, always assume people are lying to you. All right? Always assume someone is lying to you until you validate it. And always assume people are trying to steal your money. Those are the two biggest rules on the internet. Is assume until validated that everything is a lie, and assume everyone is trying to steal your credit card information. Okay? Words to live by. Follow that. Follow it. That's what you do. That's what you do.
And an odd amount of people thought it was
Kids are cool, Jack.
For using that in a meme. I like Ian. I don't know how.
What are you talking about? Ian's dead. He blew up.
It's cool, and I'm glad he hasn't exploded. Odd that I have to clarify that, but just to kind of keep an eye out, because a lot of the stuff, it is funny, but it is usually fake, and surprisingly easy to fake. Allow me to demonstrate. Gee, I sure hope nothing bad happens when I smack the tip of my home defense PG-9 rocket.
What the heck? Why would he include this in? Why would he include that in the video? Why, dude? You can't just show yourself blowing up in your videos. This is awful. Oh my God, I'm downvoting this. Dude, you can't do that. You can't do that, Brandon, okay? That's so insensitive to show yourself blowing up. All right, put the like back. Put the like back.
A little crude, but you get the point. But now that I've teased you with some fake videos, here's one that I think might be real. This comes from a Russian gun shop because...
Of course it is.
Of course it did.
Работали, значит, мы отгибаем усики, вытаскиваем
Is that a tiny gun? No, that's a grenade.
чеку, отжимаем скобу. Ой, блин.
The reflex, though.
С ума сошли, что ли?
Homie didn't even give him a heads up. I'm hoping he didn't know there was a guy in the back office.
Sorry. What? Play it again.
Вы с ума сошли, что ли?
That actually, fun fact, that grenade didn't blow up. What that grenade did was it spawned a person. This is a newly born Russian. This is how they reproduce. Okay? Russians don't have sex to have kids, okay? When a Russian wants a new Russian, they take a special grenade and they fucking unpin it and then chuck it. And this is him just like experiencing the world for the first time. He's overstimulated, so he's covering his ears. He's a newborn baby bouncing boy of a Russian. All right? That's it. He needs his little vodka baby bottle. That's what it is.
Homie didn't even give him a heads up. I'm hoping he didn't know there was a guy in the back office. But the other guy is very, very lucky that he's not real fucked up. Which leads me to believe that this might be like a grenade trainer, grenade simulator, but it looks like a real fucking grenade to me. You visibly get to see the fuse.
He was scared.
That motherfucker. Might have been just the booster charge, no actual grenade filling. Who knows? It could be anything. But holy shit.
Ой, блин.
Not checking if your demilled grenade has a live fuse or not. Really sounds like a great way to try to win a Darwin Award. But speaking of Russians, that brings us to our actual winner of this episode's Darwin Awards.
Oh no.
This video comes to you from what I believe is a Russian wedding, where what I'm assuming
Why is it
a
Russian?
drunken prank goes quite wrong. Now, Russian roulette is a game that will definitely qualify you for a fucking Darwin Award, where you take a revolver, you stick one round in the cylinder, usually one round, and then you spin the cylinder, cock the hammer, and then point and pull the trigger, and you have a 1 in 6 chance of getting that live round, and a 5 in 6 chance of just having an empty cylinder. Nothing happens. There's an old tongue-in-cheek joke that, you know, it's way better to play that with a semi-auto, like a Glock, because it holds, you know, 17 rounds. So that way you have a 1 in 17 chance. I mean, that's way better odds than 1 in 6.
Funny.
This is a joke, is because if you load one round into a magazine,
You will get it.
It's got a spring, so it will always 100% of the time chamber. Unfortunately, that is exactly what happens to this next gentleman. Now, this video isn't all that graphic necessarily. We're still gonna try to censor it to try to keep YouTube happy, but still, watch this video at your own discretion.
Не все замечают травматический
What the heck?
пистолет в его руке. Тамада пытается остановить, но ему объясняют, это просто красивый
Look at this man. I don't know who's about to be shot, but this man, in an alternate timeline, has prevented anyone from winning a Darwin Award. Oh my god. This man deserves an award. Not the Darwin Award, but oh my god. Why is everyone just so casual about this? This is a wedding. There shouldn't be guns at weddings. Oh.
жест.
Я хочу сделать вот так. На, кто еще сделал? Русская рулетка.
What the... What the...
Jesus Christ. So the question being, why didn't it happen to the first guy? As you can see, the DJ or whoever is emceeing this tries to pull the gun out of his hand like a normal fucking person.
Yeah.
If you look really closely, the first guy doesn't even have his finger on the trigger. In fact, I think he's probably got a Makarov. Showing clear, a magazine. Now, a Makarov has a decocker on the side that basically lets the hammer forward, but it blocks it. It blocks the firing pin with a safety mechanism. So it looks like he may have put the gun to his head. I'm not gonna do it to myself, obviously. Puts the gun to his head and maybe makes it look like he pulled the trigger, when instead, he pushes up the decocker right there on the side. Makes it look like he pulled the trigger.
Сделать вот так.
That would have been stupid, but all still well and good. Nobody's got a hole in their head until he passes it to his buddy.
Why?
Not for the life of me understand why. His buddy
he's clearly not in on the joke, or he's clearly not in on the gimmick that he's doing. Why would this is? I hope that guy got charges or something, because that feels like a attempted, well, not attempted murder, but like that's the most elaborate way of trying to commit a murder right there. By just putting like, oh, look at this. Hey, look at this trick. The gun doesn't shoot. You want to try? Ha, try it. Boom. What the heck?
He clearly does not understand this trick, and for whatever reason, this pistol is actually loaded. It's when the second guy grabs his Makarov and tries to repeat it, when this harmless but stupid trick turns into a red wedding. Of course, this is sad, but it is a great reminder that while guns can be super fun, you always have to respect at least basic gun safety, because these things at the end of the day are still very dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. But anyhow, guys, that is this episode.
Okay, before they go, one thing I want to say, I'm not going to necessarily dwell on the actual, shoot that the guy had, but the way that he just immediately fell to the floor right there, that is way more realistic than how, like, in all the movies when someone just gets shot in the head, they're like, oh, they fly backwards, or, it's like, oh, I'm dying, and then they just slowly fall to the ground. That is how, like, most of the time, someone that gets just shot in the head, they just fall. They're now just a lifeless sack of meat that will just let gravity just take them. That's what it is. There's no elaborate falling animation. There's nothing like that. It's just dead. Gone. He's on the floor. Hunk of meat and bone down on the ground. That's it. That is it. That's it. The guy who killed him got charged for killing him. It's like, sir, we see that you've shot yourself. We're gonna have to press charges for you for murder.
Episode of the Darwin Awards. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hoped that maybe you learned something. If you
Hollywood didn't have unrestricted access to the internet back then.
Go ahead and leave the links for them down in the description.
But I did.
And if you're not already subscribed, be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell down there for more, BC grade content in the future. I appreciate you guys watching to the end of the video, and as always, I'll see you sexy YouTube mother lovers in the next video. Bye, guys.
Alright, there's bloopers. There's bloopers.
You guys want to see a dead body?
Hey, you kids want to see a dead body?
Oh, it shouldn't be that funny. In the first video up, somebody came real...
Someone came.
Slow motion. Ooh, God, let's turn that fucking volume down.
What?
God, that's fucking loud. God damn. I'm also hella concerned by the way he's waving this obviously loaded pistol around. Oh, well, shit. Let me do that again. But anyhow, I'm just telling you guys to keep an eye out, because stuff like this does get faked quite a lot. In fact, I'll fake one for you right now.
That's what she said.
If you want to go back and watch some of our other Darwin Awards... What the fuck?
Very funny. Cancel! Phew! Alright, very good. Very good. Well, YouTube and everybody, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching.